Good morning here from the Philippines. Just wanted to do another video of our house and our yard. It's been about 8 months since our last video, so let's get into it. So this is from the outside of our home. You see our big papaya in the back now. That was just tiny 8 months ago. My wife's patio, as she wanted me to point out, we don't spend any time out on the patio in the front of the yard, so we just made it an area where she could keep a lot of plants and make it how she likes to make it. When we go across the front of the house, we do have our bougainvilleas are actually blooming right now, and we added these pathway lights recently, maybe about a month ago. So most of the bougainvilleas are in bloom right now. There's my wife's ATV, and there's my ATV. But most of our bougainvilleas are looking really nice right now. So we'll head inside. This is the front. So everything's grown a lot in the last 8 months. We added this concrete pot here where we put some gugamellas, or hibiscus in America. We just had a flower last night, and it just finally opened up, and it was on the ground by morning. I think it's just because this was a first flower from this plant, so I think it's just really starting. There's some other buds in here, and there's two in here. This other one is more of a yellowish. There's some buds on it. Hopefully these will open up soon. We have our pathway plants. Just take a quick, we'll come back around, but this is our side yard right here. And when we head to our front yard, this is a fairly new addition. About a month old now. About a month we bought it, not a month old. It's a nice bottle palm, or champagne palm. And this will get peeled off. We just lost this leaf that was right here. And it's very beautiful base right here. Once you peel that off, I need to give it another couple weeks before I take it off. And we do have another leaf that's going to open soon on this. Same thing with, we just bought these and planted them a few days ago. We used to have the plumeria up here, but these are little hibiscus trees that'll grow 6 to 8 feet tall. They'll end up being really woody. This one in the middle we thought was pink when we bought it, but it looks like from the flower it's probably red. This is like a double flower, and this one also just fell off before it bloomed, because they're so young, that is my guess. And this is a yellow, and this is like a yellow orange one on the side. So these will grow up, maybe about 8 feet tall or so. And when we head over to the side here, this has grown a lot in the last 8 months. This is kind of the side of our yard here, and we have planted a lot of fruit trees, mostly dwarf or smaller varieties. First one here is an apple guava tree, or a guapo tree as they call it here in the Philippines. And right next to it is our Poncan orange tree here, and first flowers. We've never gotten any fruit from this, so I don't know if these will turn into fruit or not, but this is a grafted dwarf variety of a Poncan orange tree. And then this third tree here is a Chico tree, also a dwarf variety Chico. And this one we have, we have a couple fruit here. So we'll see if they grow into fruit or not. We're not sure if they will. This is also, we just purchased this about 3 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago. This one we had for a while. And then we have an American lemon tree. This one we actually have a nice sized lemon forming on here, and there's a couple more down here. We just took this from a pot and planted it into the ground a couple weeks ago. So we're hoping to get this yellowing of the leaf taken care of. It's very hard to find citrus fertilizers or any specialty fertilizers here in the Philippines. It's they have all purpose, and you can find some Miracle Grow on their online shopping, but they're like $100 for a bag of Miracle Grow, because it's they import it into here and then they sell it for outrageous prices, and they really don't have their own specialty fertilizers. I can get like vermicast and some other stuff to help with the nutrients. And so that's this one side. And this other side, this smaller one, is a Japanese orange, or I think it's Satsuma orange tree. This one we've had here since last August, and it hasn't really grown. So today I just cut the tips of every single branch to see if we can get some growth out of this, because this has been a little disappointing. Next to it is a pomelo tree. We just got this a few weeks ago, and when we had it, it was full of flowers, like 3 big huge flowers on it, but they have all dropped off now with no fruit, so I think it's too young. And then here's my foxtail palm that we just planted about 3 weeks ago. And once again, there's the bottle palm, our centerpiece of the front yard. And we'll come around. Here's my twin banana towers to lead us into the backyard. We planted these, I don't know, last September maybe. That's our pathway to the back. And here we have this little pepper plant. He's tiny. He's about double in size. We bought him about 2 weeks ago. He's doubled in size. I just have him in the agro bag inside the pot. We're going to plant him in the ground, but I'm waiting for him to get a little bit bigger here. When we bought this one, we were told it was a red lipstick palm. I'm not sure if it is or not. It does have the red leaves, but the base is starting to get a little bulb there, so I have a feeling it might be another bottle palm, but I'm not sure on this one. I'll have to let it grow more. And here we have calamansi tree, which is a Philippine lime. And we do have, it's already in the stage of fruiting. Lots of small fruit everywhere on it. And this one we also purchased just a few weeks ago. Our banana tree is getting big in the corner here. Hopefully it'll fruit this year. And hopefully these two also will fruit this year. This is our patio. This is where we do spend our time when we do spend time outdoors. And we did actually build this cabinet underneath the lanai last year. We had an aluminum company build it. So if we look across the backyard, we do have a small papaya here, but I don't think we're going to keep it. I think I'm looking for something else to put there. But here are 2 manila palms that we moved a few months back. They were behind our bench before. They were sitting behind the bench, and I didn't think it wasn't a good idea. They weren't getting what they didn't look good. They look a lot better on the side of the bench here. So now we have two on each side, and we do have our desert rose or dwarf calachuchis in full bloom right now. They bloom so often. They're a beautiful addition to the backyard. So we attempted to grow this banana in a pot, but it's a very hard to grow a banana in a pot, so we're probably going to change it out. This banana was planted at the same time as this banana, and it is the same variety and everything. It was the same size when we planted it, but you can tell the difference between the two. And this one, I think we're gonna plant maybe a golden morelli here in the pot. This is another desert rose that we brought downstairs. He was up on the patio, and he had lots of disease on every branch. So I took off almost every leaf, and I washed it down. And he seems to be recovering now as he's getting new growth starting. So once he's recovered, we'll put him back up top on the patio. You can see all our eugenias from last video, have grown tremendously. And our papaya, which was about 3 feet tall last July, is about 12 feet tall right now. I can't believe how fast that grew. And this is where we decided to move our plumerias to. He just wasn't getting enough sun in the front corner. And we put him back here about 2 weeks ago. We do have new growth on all the leaves here. That has just started. The flowers are just blooming on this one branch here. Very beautiful, they smell very nice. This other branch flowered last fall, right before the whole plant went into dormancy. So you can see, well, after it flowered, it's going to have 4 branches coming off of there. I didn't really realize that these would go into dormancy here where it doesn't get cold in the Philippines, but it did, and it wasn't just mine. Everyone we saw lost all their leaves. So this one's coming back now. We're getting into our summertime here in the Philippines. We have another banana here in the corner. This one hopefully will have fruit soon. This one, the wind gets under and it just pulls it to the side all the time. I have this brace here, but it's helping a little bit. When we go around the corner to our side, we made a lot of changes in our side yard here. There's my wife's bougainvillea here. We have this pretty rose here. We also have roses in the backyard. We planted these a few weeks. Well, this one we just planted. 2 of them we just planted, and 2 we planted a few weeks back. These are palmeras, or yellow butterfly palms in America. So basically, these will grow maybe about 12 feet tall with trunks that are about this size, not really big, because we don't have a lot of area here in the side. So this will try to give us some shade. This is the side of the yard that gets 12 hours of sun, and everything we put here kind of just is very hard to keep alive. Well, it gets 12 hours of sun a lot of the year, and then it goes into shade at some points. We have our crotons or San Franciscos on the side that have grown since last year. We just took last week we took this dirt was close to the house, and all these plants were right up against the house, so we moved this out because we couldn't keep the grass alive here anyways, and we were putting our Phoenix Robolini, which needed more room, so we moved out the border to the steps here, and we moved out these plants. And we have our crotons. This one is concrete right here for the drainage, so we can't plant in the ground. And we get to our Phoenix Robolini, which we just planted like 3 days ago. We love the Phoenix Robolini. We had one in America, and we definitely wanted one here in the Philippines to take care of and grow. Only issue may be is when he gets taller, I have this ledge right here. But I think because the sun is always on this side, that he'll probably start tilting a little bit out. I have no idea what this ledge is doing here. It doesn't serve any purpose. You can see they have them above all the windows, but this one is below a window. Interesting. I think it should have been placed up above this other window. But I looked at other houses in here, it's the same. They placed this ledge underneath the window, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's it. Once again, we'll look at the side yard from afar. And oh yeah, this area right here, we took out all the grass and put rocks in so we could use it for ATV parking, because once we have neighbors, we're going to have a car in the driveway more. Right now I park my car out on the street, and we'll put our ATVs on the side here. And it looks like we will be getting our first neighbor soon, as they dropped off these blocks here about 2 weeks ago. And what that means is there'll be a house that's starting here either in the next couple weeks. I'm not sure if it's going to be right across from us or if it's going to be down there, but it's going to be right around us. And that'll do it for our yard. And like I said, last year we said we were done. We were nowhere near being done. Now we are pretty close to being 100% done. This is where we spend a lot of our time. This is our enjoyment, taking care of the yard and planting plants. And a lot of work, but now I think we can just enjoy a lot of it. With a couple small changes we'll make, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day from the Philippines here.